Hi, I'm Micah. Right now we're in Uptown Charlotte just trying to get people's opinions on America's morals and values today. Let's see what people think. What do you think of America's morals and values, and do you think they've changed since you guys were born?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think they have. I think that the younger generation doesn't have morals. Their upbringing is totally different from mine.
It seems evident that God is less acceptable. So yeah, I would say that's definitely the biggest change that I've noticed is it seems like now America is trying to eliminate God versus originally when the country was founded, it was on God and biblical principles.
I don't find American values are, changing drastically.
Since I've been born, I don't know how they were when I was born, but I think we pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I think that we could do better, always could do better, you know what I'm saying? It's always room for improvement.
Nowadays, people don't value life. They don't value anything. They don't value work. I don't think they value too much of anything right now.
So where do you think morality comes from, or where does it come from for you?
I think you're born with morals.
The Bible.
Okay. Where do you think it comes from for those that aren't religious?
I think that they are their own gods and that they rely on whatever they want to do.
Well, I think it's coming from my upbringings, coming from a Muslim family in Turkey, and we were raised very strict.
Oh, from my gut, you know what I mean? If myself is telling myself this is wrong, you know what I'm saying, that's enough, you know what I'm saying? Always believe in yourself, give yourself more credit.
I would say it comes from your foundation. So my parents, we grew up in a church, and it's all about your foundation, how your parents groom you to be.
With the shift in our morals and values, how do you think that's affected how we raise our children?
I don't think that they're raising children. I think they're having children, and they're making them their friends. There's not any values being taught, it appears.
I think it all comes back to what you choose to model for your children.
I think it's a little different for everybody. We all have different experiences growing up, so we are raising our kids how we were raised, which might not be the right way. And so it goes back to that standard of just because I lived it doesn't mean it's right.
At one time, abortion and same-sex marriage, they were illegal. Now they are legal. Do you think that those two situations are moral issues? And if they are to you, do you think they're morally right or morally wrong?
Same-sex marriage I feel is right, but I don't think abortion is right. I think there's other ways.
People should have the choice to live the way they want to live. It's not my job to judge them. I'm out for it. Whatever makes you happy, as long as you're not hurting anybody. So I say go be great and do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, I think they're definitely moral issues, and it's almost more of a church problem than a political problem, honestly. Because first, before I'm a citizen of heaven, of America, I'm a citizen of heaven, and in the Bible, and Jesus commands us to stand up for the innocent and the unborn children, and also to stand up for what He created in marriage between a man and woman since the beginning. So I definitely do think it's not just a political issue; it is definitely a religious issue.
That should be up to the person, individual, because it's just a case-by-case basis. It depends on what you're facing. People should be free to make that decision.
Last question. Where do you think that America's morals and values will go in the future? Do you think they'll get better? Do you think they'll get worse? What's your opinion on that?
Until there's a leader that has something that people want to follow, I think we're all just going to be wandering around.
I'm positive. I think that they're going to get better. I really do. I think that the more we model good morality and teach our kids, then the kids will know that growing up from the beginning.
Like right now it's kind of rocky, but in the future I think it's going to get way better with different generations that are coming in.
Well, I think that they will continue to decline as long as this country keeps seemingly putting its faith and its moral compass in the things of man instead of the things of God, then one can only see them deteriorating.
Everything always gets better with time, so definitely improve, hopefully.
I think we have hope in Jesus, and I think that those of us who believe in Him and pray that this land will turn back to Him, or He'll come and get us. So I'm praying that He's coming for us. But unless this land turns around, I don't think it will.